I be on go, yeah. Just give me a reason.
I told y'all, new year, new show, same energy according to Jim every Thursday night on the big exclusive network, 7 to 8:30. Tap in with me on the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel, big exclusive network. Y'all know what it is. Real people talking about real things. So if you a real one, get with me.
Oh, yeah. You already know. Yeah.
Yo, what it is, man? Back for another edition of According to Jim. What's up with y'all? Damn, it feel good to be back, man. I wasn't here last week, man. I was having just an interpersonal thing with trying to stay at a certain level during Ramadan, man. Just, you know what I mean? Don't want to get too hyped. Don't want to say too crazy, but I still got to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that y'all here. I'm happy to be here. Shout out to my guy doing the thing behind the board, the mystery man, Shannon, big exclusive rentals. You know how I give it up. Shout out to my bro. You hear me? Oh man, it's a crazy world we living in, man. We really is living in a crazy world. The game is just different. The game is just different. I want to send a big shout out to my guy, Teflon Don 215, writer and creator of the new web series based off the Philadelphia called The City. Guess what? Guess who on there? Me. That's who. Yeah, your boy's on there. I play a guy named Tyreek. It's kind of a creep, but I'm trying to get him, bring some swag to the role. You know what I'm saying? Some essence. But he's a creep overall. Overall, this guy's a creep. But hey, check it out. You know what I'm saying? When the episode finished, definitely gonna let y'all know. Y'all can go check the episodes out that's on there right now. Just type in The City, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to type in Philadelphia, but get with your boy, type in The City. It should pop right on up. So, things have just been going real goofy this last week. But before I even get into that, I also want to send a big shout out to Cindy Trotter, my old manager, my heart, one of the realest people I know, man. She got a real big heart, man. She's still active in the community, doing stuff for the community, trying to reach out to these children. So last Tuesday, me and he went down to Broad and Dolphin, where there's the I-Day program where young children who are at risk, who have court cases, they're court stipulated to be in this program, and it's just trying to turn them around, keep them out of trouble while they're waiting trial, you know what I'm saying, or while they're serving out their sentence, you know what I'm saying, and that's stipulated to go to this program, man. I met a lot of good young women and men there that needs guidance. They need more people to step up, need more people to come through and lend a hand, because if we don't, then we just gonna keep getting more of the same violence in the street, people dying. You know what I'm saying? And I told those kids, man, the streets ain't anything they cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? They definitely not. So don't get caught up in this loop, because once you're in and you're stuck. Don, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Once you're in and you're stuck. Antoinette, what's going on? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, what's good, man? Like, it's so hard to get out of this thing. You hear me? Concrete Roses in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's a million ways to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's a million ways to get in trouble, but it's really hard to get out, man. And that doesn't have to be their future. So try to dedicate at least 1 or 2 days out of the month to go down there and volunteer to speak with these kids, try to mentor them, give them some guidance, man, drop some jewels on them so they don't repeat the same mistakes that I made and the dudes before me made, the dudes before them, because it's a cycle and we know that. All right, so wham, getting right into the show. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I hate rats. You hear me? I hate rats. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not being accountable. Accountability is a big thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your business. That's what you got to make sure you do. You stand on your business. You feel me? Ain't no telling on your man after y'all got caught, but y'all made a decision to do this thing together. And it seems like the industry is just filled with rats. You said, mic check, it's a lot of static. Wait a minute. Check me out. How I'm living right now. Am I Gucci? Hold up. Yeah, am I Gucci? How am I sounding? Give me a thumbs up or something, bro. Worse? Not worse. What about now? How we living right now? Is this better? Please tell me this is better, because I hate when I got technical difficulties. Tiffany Ann, what's up? What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Ann is one of the most dedicated, realest supporters ever, man. She shows up. It is bad, she says. Oh my God. Do I gotta leave and come back? This is crazy.
As with all live shows, there's always a chance that you're going to have a little bit of technical difficulties. Jim was having some technical difficulties with his sound. I appreciate everybody sticking around. Don't forget, tag your friends right now. Tag them into the live. Each one, teach one. Tell a friend to tell a friend that it's them again at the Big Exclusive Network. Jim will be right back shortly. Hopefully his sound is actually a lot better. He was sounding a tad bit crunchy, huh, Antoinette? Appreciate the feedback, good or bad. We're a growing network. We young, we black owned, we doing our best. It gets greater later. Hey, DeAndre, host of the Unlatched podcast, coming super soon. Actually, we should have a date tonight. Tiffany Ann, hey, I appreciate you. Jim is back. Jim.
Hey, I sound better?
You sound a hell of a lot better, bro.
There we go. Yeah, it's just a little bit. Sometimes it get like that, man.
Yeah,
it get like that, man. I think this. Go ahead.
Listen, I love you. This is a light skin show, so I'm gonna get my dark ass up out of here. Appreciate you, bro. Love you. Have a great show.
Look at my face. Look at my face. What the? Yo, bro, we're gonna have a long talk. You hear me? When the show's over, me and you gonna talk. Hannibal, what's up, my boy? You hear me? Oh man. So, like I was saying, man, I heard a rapper say, right, and this was his bar. He said, the other day I had a life-changing moment. I heard a rat tell a rat that he don't condone it. Whoo, shit, that is some life-changing shit. To see a rat tell another rat he don't condone what he doing and he out of pocket. Ooh, shit. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm just saying, as the way that the music is going, the way the industry is, everybody's talking about being real, and they're getting out here and they're selling these records based off who they're supposed to be in real life, such as artists like King Von. I can't really name too many a whole lot that I know. Like NBA YoungBoy, he caught a body. They say the baby caught a body. A lot of these rappers got into situations and somebody ended up dead. Boom. What are you gonna do? However, in this industry, you got a few things going on, and we say we don't tolerate this snitching shit, but it just seems like it's at an all-time fucking high. You got Gunna supposedly telling on goddamn fuck supposedly he's telling on Young Thug. You feel what I'm saying? We got shit like that going on. Goddamn Eric Holder, a known rat, killed Nipsey Hussle. You feel what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Yeah, I know. I am really nonchalant about it because it's just having an all-time high. And this is what's going on. When it happens so much, what happens? You get numb to it, bro. You get numb to it. And I hate that it's like that. Unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation, bro. It really is. And I hate that for us. I really do hate that for us, man. Let's normalize death being not normal by murder. You know what I'm saying? It is normal to die, but murder should not be so normalized. So maybe I need to see somebody, talk to somebody, you know what I'm saying, hire a professional, to really break it down so I can heal, cope, whatever it is that we need to do so this shit can go back to being outrageous. Because right now it's out of hand. It's fucking just crazy with the way this shit is going with the murders and it's telling. It is telling. Like I just can't, I don't agree with the telling. You feel what I'm saying? Now, there are different types of individuals in this world. You got civilians, and then you got people in the field, soldiers, players, however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody that's a civilian, they get on stand and they tell on you, is what they call it. That's not telling. That's them doing their civic duty. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's not in the field. Everybody out of the industry. I'm talking about the criminals who agree to do crime together. Something goes wrong. They get pinched. And one of the guys like, Hey, it was his idea. Hey, he pulled the trigger. Any of that type shit right there. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's just at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get into this first clip with a super rat, Charleston White. He's another rat. He's different. You know what I'm saying? He's different. Sometimes this rat, he be right though. Right is right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this rat say some things that be like, he tempting the people with this bullshit. But we're gonna get on into it. Shane, play the first clip with Charleston White, man. Old rat ass nigga. Yeah, man. This shit is crazy. Don't make no sense. Okay, hold on. All right, the clip's coming, but you know, it's just extreme the way this shit is going out here, man. It is extreme. You feel me? And there are different I guess angles. Now I'm having technical difficulties. Would you look at this shit? Black man, get it together. Black man, get it together. You hear me? He gonna get it together. He always come through for me. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that, you know, I don't feel like certain individuals should have room to speak or even have a leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Once you rat, you a rat. It's a public record. You know what I'm saying? Once you tell on somebody, that's what you did. You can't take it back. You can't undo it. You can't untold on a motherfucker. You hear me? Once you tell, you're told, it's over. You're not the same person, man. And there's a lot of these dudes, man, they running around and know they rats and they guarding it. They're guarding this false perception of who they were before they told. And they want to hang on to that. And they don't want people to say that, hey, ain't you a fucking government informant, or did you cooperate? And they don't want nobody calling them rats or whatever. And if it wasn't such a bad thing, I wouldn't see what you guys are mad about. I just understand how you tell on somebody and then be mad when somebody brings up the fact that, hey, you told on somebody. You got on the stand and you told, and I think you was a bitch ass nigga for that. Why are you mad at that person for, you know, just bringing that to light? Because it's like these niggas, they tell and then they forget that they told you right back outside in the mix in a manner that you shouldn't be. You're supposed to be on the porch, if you ask me. Once you're told, that's like it's like forced retirement. When you tell on somebody, you got to be forced to retire. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me how you could really be outside tripping, acting the goddamn fool, knowing that you told on somebody, getting tough with people, knowing that you told on somebody, giving people ultimatums and daring them to challenge you, telling shit like, you bitch ass niggas better stop playing with me. When a rat start talking like that, it is one of the scariest things you could possibly hear, because it's like, oh shit, what are you gonna do? Because you different. You got more than one way to take a nigga out. You know, so which one you about to do, bro? You know what I'm saying? Gonna watch from your TV. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You ready? All right, drop it on me. Let's get into this first clip with Charleston White, man. Real rap.
Some people call me Tip, but this is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-5.
Hell no.
Okay.
No. Don't nobody even know about that. I just volunteered. Don't nobody even know about that. I'm just being honest. Yeah. That's the only time that I done never said or gave no information about nobody, because that's my cousin, my big cousin. He was dead, and he told me that it was okay.
With 7 convicted felons. What deal did he make? Not only that, he became a Crime Stoppers helper. 1-800-TIP, tipster.
He became a Crime Stoppers helper. Yo, now, listen here, right? We're going to get a little further into the T.I. situation, right? But do y'all feel like T.I., you know, doing what he did in that commercial, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that commercial was part of his sentence, you know what I'm saying? When he did the year and a day and all that. Is that telling? is him doing that commercial, telling people to tell, and making them feel comfortable to tell, and giving a number to tell that. You know what I'm saying? And that the last three numbers was TIP. Does that make him a rat? Like I want to know. Like when these clips are playing, I want y'all to get right into your comment right there as it's going. As soon as you hear something that makes you what the fuck, yeah, I need to know, because was that telling? You hear me? I feel like all I know is I don't feel the same way I used to about T.I. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call him a rat. You feel me? But however, he's a fucking rat. Ask Hannibal. Let's normalize getting these murderers off the street. Yeah, they did. Listen, there'll always be crime and punishment. Mimi, good evening. Oh, proper. Good evening. Good evening, Mimi. You know what I'm saying? So is he a rat? You know what I'm saying? Hannibal says he's a rat. Big Bro said he's a ratatouille. He's a ratatouille. You hear me? I mean, that was part of his sentence. He didn't actually give nobody name to the in the video. But me personally, I don't feel like telling on a dead man is telling or ratting. You know what I'm saying? That would be a record of it for sure. There's going to be a record. If you ever go in open court and you say anything, then that will be in the transcripts. But you can't send a dead man to jail. And a dead man can't dispute anything. Dead men don't tell no tales. So if you say a dead man farted, well, shit, he didn't do that because he's alive. But if you say a dead man killed somebody, and then the dead man did it until they can prove otherwise with forensic evidence or cameras and all that type time there. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, man. I just feel like, there are, different circles, you know what I'm saying? Circumstances. Hello, black and brown people. Creamy, what's up with you? Coming in all strong. I got my eye on y'all people that, be calling everybody kings and queens and all that. I'm not too trusting of that. If it was one of our family members, we would want someone to rat. No, I'm sorry, Deandra. I can't agree with that. That right there, nope, not me. I'm sorry. I don't want you to know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who did it, but I don't want you to tell the police. Tell me. Let me know. Let me and my family know. You know what I'm saying? And when I say family, I don't mean grandma and them. And because grandma and them, my grandma's passed, but my aunties and all them, they're going to tell. They're going to alert the authorities. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not in the street. So if my mom and my grandma and all them know, they are going to alert the authorities. Okay, Big Exclusive says he is a civilian and he is snitching. You know what I'm saying? And Trinette said he's a rat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, man, about, that right there, telling on a dead man. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to move on just a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? We're going, I want to bring this next clip with DL Hughley, and he has something to say about the situation with T.I. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what y'all think about the remarks that DL Hughley made when it came to this situation. So when a video plays, remember, start, letting us know right now where you stand with this. You know what I'm saying? It's a real tight rope. It really is. There's very, very, very little gray. You hear me? And I think that gray, all of it, the gray in totality is when you tell on a dead person. Because a dead person can't do no jail time. A dead person can't suffer the consequences of what you're saying. And that's what we ducking. We ducking the consequences from the action. You know what I'm saying? So I personally think that that's not telling. You know what I mean? Going there and coming home back to your family, putting it on the dead man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Like real rap. I'm not gonna have no qualms. I don't fuck with nobody talking about. I'm gonna, yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did to the motherfucker. He did it. He shot Kennedy too. You hear me? Ain't no goddamn doubt. I would say he shot Kennedy. That's who shot goddamn Malcolm and Martin. You know what I'm saying? He did. How has the no snitching rule ever benefited the black community? Well, let me tell you something. I can't specifically say how it's helped any community. You hear what I'm saying? However, there are things that, justice comes in many different forms. Don't look at justice as the way that the criminal justice system says it, because we know that the current criminal justice system is fucked up. You hear what I'm saying? Like this lady, where's this clip? Did I send this to you? I gotta find it for you guys, right? But long story short, her husband sexually abused some children. You know what I'm saying? Okay, DL, clip ready? Hold on. Her husband sexually abused some children at her daycare, and she shot him. She shot him. She was so distraught finding out that her husband was sexually molesting children at her daycare that she tracked the bastard down and she shot him. You feel what I'm saying? She shouldn't have been told on. She shouldn't have got told on at all for that. She shouldn't have served a day in jail. She did the right thing by shooting his freaky deaky ass. So should have somebody told on her? We got this man on camera sexually abusing a child or sexually abusing anyone. You know what I'm saying? And they bust his ass. Should she go to jail? Should they tell on her? You know what I'm saying? There's always just, you know what I'm saying? Don't just for the criminal aspect of it. You feel what I'm saying? Straight like that. You can't just dive in and say, oh, you know what I'm saying? I wish they free her too. Free her. He deserved that. But there are more situations like that. How many young girls you ever heard of, Andrea, that got, sexually abused by uncle, the mom's boyfriend, or whoever? Those something need to happen to them people. Because dudes like that, honestly, they only get 1 to 2, 3 to 6 upstate. You know what I'm saying? But they done fuck this child's life up. You know what I'm saying? That type of trauma is a lifetime worth of trauma. Why should he get off easy? You know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't a father or a mother be able to do what their heart really feels when it comes to some bullshit like that? And if the father or the mother does act on it, you think their face should be plastered all over the paper, wanted, looking for this hardened criminal? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no goddamn doubt. I like Antoinette Clark. She said I would have emptied the clip on his ass. All right, let's get into this DL Hughley clip right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, T.I., a clip came out recently where he talked about how he avoided jail time by telling on his cousin who happened to be dead at that time. It was a gun charge. To most people, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to do, right? And I had Birdman's brother, Terrence Gangster Williams, on my show,
Right.
who did pretty much the same thing. He was doing life plus 30, and at one point, he said, hey, my friends killed a whole bunch of people. Let me tell you about all the people they killed. Now, my friends are all dead at the time, so I'm going to let you close these cold cases, and no one's going to go to prison, but it potentially could get my time lowered.
I was like, well, this is a way I can get up out of prison. I'm not testifying on no one. I'm going to give them this here. They're going to cut my time. Cool,
And a lot of people were upset. Boosie called him a snitch and everything else like that. They went back and forth. I remember I brought it up to Tony Yayo, and I'm like, and he's like, well, did he tell on a man or did he tell on a ghost? Because it sounds like he's telling on a ghost. So at the end of the day, you have these street rules, which honestly, to adults, a lot of them seem pretty ridiculous.
I think in that case, the old expression is dead men tell no tales, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they also catch no cases.
Right. Dead men catch no cases. That's the new term. Dead men catch no cases.
I don't even understand as a real thing. What?
Right. I mean, but do you see, like, look, as someone who lived, like, I never lived that life, but you did. You lived that life.
I do not think it's unreal. Listen, what you call snitching, white dudes call loopholes. Right. You know what I mean? It's not technically, I'm not really affecting anybody. I'm not doing, it can't impact somebody's life.
Yeah.
But I'm availing myself to a lever of the law that is prudent for me to do. Like, it's wise. So I don't.
Yeah. I mean, like, look at any white collar crime. Look at any Wall Street crime. I mean, I interviewed Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
everyone tells on each other. When the feds come in, everyone instantly cooperates.
They always tell up.
They always tell up.
Here's what I tell these young dudes. Whatever you do, if shit go left, have somebody to tell up on.
Don't be the top guy.
Let me tell you. If you got to have somebody to do, that nigga did it. You got to, you got to look up.
I mean, but look, but just you and I are older now, and you live that life. I've been around people that have lived that life and done interviews and so forth. As an adult, I mean, as a young man, you want to live by these rules and feel like you're going to be put on a pedestal and worshipped in your neighborhood and so forth. But when you look at all the people I've interviewed, 20 years here, 30 years here, and so forth, they come out. What prize do they get when they get out?
And the prize is life has passed them by.
Yep.
And their exploits are forgotten.
Yeah, unless you go watch TV interview.
No one ever knows. This is a sobering thought. There are children that never saw Jordan play, so they think John Moran is you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So imagine you did some slick shit in your neighborhood. It is. People would rather be infamous. Fame is a level of infamy is fame, and when you have a very narrow prism to draw from, that matters to you. But when you get older, it's so much more to the things in life I thought they were. It's so much more. To be able to see things in the world. I was just telling you, I was in Abu Dhabi and I was in Dubai. I got to watch my daughter get married. I hold my granddaughter. I get to watch my wife graduate from college. I'm a patriarch now. You know what I mean? That pales those experiences I could have never imagined younger.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to be old, you have to live. And I guarantee you that.
Now, how y'all feel about that, man? Because he said a lot of violent things, man. He said some things I didn't agree with. You still a fucking rat and they eat Swiss cheese. Hannibal is hard as nails. Hannibal is hard as nails. I mean, my opinion is different. Dead man tell no tales. Dead men don't go to jail. Dead man don't go to jail, man. Telling on a motherfucker to me is sending them to the process. Like what it comes with is sending them through the process of being identified, arrested, arraigned, going to trial, being convicted, being sentenced, and going to jail when the person that told on you participated in everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were the ringleader or whether they were following. You know what I'm saying? If you were involved in the crime, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel like you shouldn't be testifying. If you are involved in crime, you shouldn't be testifying because people say, oh, why should I have to go to jail and I ain't got nothing to do with this? Yeah, but if you in the street, you feel me? No, you ain't had nothing to do with that. So according to Jim, the only times it's okay to snitch is when the person being snitched on is dead. Absolutely. You got it. According to me, abso-goddamn-lutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Real rat. If you are involved in this crime, you keep your goddamn mouth shut unless somebody died and you can blame it on them. Otherwise, hey, you do the crime, you do the time, stand on it. Stand on it. You got to stand on your business. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Black lives do matter. Black lives do matter. But I just want to point this out. You know what I mean? I think they just finessed their way out of it. Yeah, man, listen, bring back Andrea's comment, bro. Bring back Andrea's comment. Black lives do matter, but do you realize that snitching is not something that is only in the black community? Look how the La Costa Nostra handles snitches. If you snitch in the mob, they whack you. They leave a goddamn horse head in your bed. You know what I'm saying? Like they whack you. The La Costa Nostra, they whack you when you do this shit. You know what I'm saying? The Colombians, you ever heard of a Colombian blow tie? It's when they slice your throat and pull your tongue through it It's a Colombian bow tie for this same shit. So it's not just black communities, it's Spanish communities, it's Italian communities, it's the skinheads. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a snitch. Police don't even like snitches. You hear me? Police treat snitches like shit. And police know not to tell on each other. You don't just see a whole bunch of cops telling on each other. They don't. They don't. So I'm trying to figure out why the people that try to get you to snitch, you know what I'm saying, be trying to get you to snitch, but even they know not to do it. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It just, that's just how I look at it. Yeah, I mean, the telling shit is just at an all-time high, and I don't think that if you are in the streets benefiting from what's going on or trying to benefit, you're taking that route to solve your problems. You're cutting the corner. You're saying that, I'm not going to listen to what the government says on how to get my money or how to settle my differences. I'm going to do it my way. You feel what I'm saying? Or we're going to do it this way. Once you make that decision, then you shouldn't be telling. There are other people who can get on the stand. There are plenty of people who get on the stand. Everybody's not in the street. That old lady in the window, that guy who's hardworking, blue collar, never been in trouble, don't want to take that route. You feel what I'm saying? No. Yeah, those guys can do that, but not you, guy involved in the crime. Yo, bro, has my guest arrived yet? Has my guest arrived yet? Let's see. No, not yet. All right, I just hit him up and see where he at. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna get into the next clip right quick. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, asking is cooperating on the dead, snitching. Yeah, that very next one, bro. That very next one right there. You know which one?
Is cooperating on the deed technically snitching? Talk to the people.
Absolutely. It's 100% snitching because the participant in those behaviors, you know what you're doing. You putting the blame on someone else who's not there to, speak for itself or who's not there to confront you about your snitchishness. You know what I mean? It's the mindset. He was dead and still snitching because you know what you're doing. People just play dumb when they get put in certain positions, they get caught in silly stuff, So I would say, yes, my brother is snitching, man. 20 years, man, active prison time, man. That was before my life, man, but, chilling right now, Any given day, though, shit could get real, though, but now we chilling, but never told on nobody.
All right, first off, before we even get into that, I don't want to hear nothing he says, anything. I don't want to hear anything he says with the Bulls jersey and the goddamn Dream Team shorts. And he said snitchishness. He worded the shit out of that snitchishness. God damn. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing he talking about. And he was about to get real loopy. You know what I'm saying? In the end of it, you know what I'm saying? He just gave me cap. You know what I'm saying? He just gave me cap. Like that's I just feel like he one of them niggas in jail that come to your door and lie or just come to your door, yo, boy, you crazy, yo, what's going on with y'all now? And then he asks for something. Right before he asks for something, you niggas crazy. Yeah, he just made that shit an OG. Like, that was crazy. Brandy, what's up? He went left with the snitchishness. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing from him. I feel like I know that guy from somewhere. But I don't want to hear nothing he talking about real rap. You know what I'm saying? Not with the layup he had on and all that. It's his opinion. This is not violent to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, he said a dead person can't confront you or defend themselves. So how if they can't do none of that? How the fuck is they gonna go to jail? You hear me? Yeah, like I just don't get it. No, I don't get it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Snitching on somebody and sending them to jail. He's talking about he a rat too. No, we can't slander him. Hannibal, we can't slander him. We don't know if that boy got no statements, man. We can't do him like that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? We cannot do him like that. It's just not a good look at all whatsoever. He definitely created a word for our community, snitchisness. If you're in that room and you get out of it without causing harm in any way to anyone, I think we all would do it. Yeah. If you can get out that room without nobody else going to jail or having to fight a case or had nobody knock on their door like, come with me. How? The man is dead. He did. I don't understand that. I don't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not dissing the dead or none of that. You know what I'm saying? He's in jail. I mean, he's dead. He's not gonna go to jail. He's out of here already. You know what I'm saying? You can find him on a corner of 6th and Green. He is out of here. I don't get it. That's just my personal opinion, man. I still gotta stick to my guns, man. I got to stick to my guns. So bam, let's get into this particular individual, Boosie Badass. He Boosie shout out. Boosie shout out, and he stand on gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? The real uncensored individual who speaks his mind. He really is. Boosie Badass is real uncensored individual. Let's get into that clip right quick, bro, so we can tell them what they think. Yes, 6 and Green. That's where that man is at. He dead as a door now. You know what I mean? What is he going to do?
Everybody who had all the officers, we getting all the private investigators to go down there, build our case. This is a criminal case and a civil case. So this is only the beginning.
Now, what he's referring to, you know what I'm saying, is a situation where they got into it with law. I think someone got beat up by the police. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the police, yeah, man, I'm going to bring up, I got to put him in this. Frank Lucas. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people say Frank Lucas is a rat. Some people say Frank Lucas isn't a rat. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. Is telling on crooked cops telling? Do y'all think that telling on a crooked cop is telling? Like the police is extorting you and they telling, you know what I'm saying? Or, you feel me? Like, is that telling? You feel me? If you see the police pull an unarmed black man out of the car and they whoop his ass and they beat him to death, and you a street dude, is that telling? I just need to know. I just need to know. Tiffany Ann says no. Okay. Fuck the police. I'm telling, big bro say. You feel me? Fuck the police. I'm telling. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Jim ain't gonna hold you. If I see the police, technically, yeah, it's hard. And they try to use stuff against you. Fuck the pigs, exactly. See, they try to use our mindset against us and trick us up. So I want y'all to understand this, right? That when we talk about telling, we are talking about not giving information to the police when it comes to crimes such as drugs, a drug transaction, possession with intent to deliver, and a homicide. You feel me? Over drug money. You understand that drugs is the reason why a lot of us were able to eat at night. Drugs did this. Drugs is what got some of us out the hood. Drugs is how a lot of us were able to start businesses. Real rap. And you can say it's not, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different situation. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you. If I was there to see George Floyd murdered, I would have testified against them police, and the motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck they want. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, like Hannibal says, no matter who you tell on, it's still being a rat. You feel what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing: when it comes to the police, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the police, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do to the police? You can't be stupid about it. You can't move out on the police the way you move out on a motherfucker that's, from other side of the tracks or over the bridge or wherever the fuck this guy's from. You know what I'm saying? It's a different situation. You kill one cop, you'll never hear the end of that shit. Soon as that cop drops, officer down, and it's the fuck over. They locking the city down, they tossing shit up, they running in people's houses until they get the man responsible for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And these are the same people that's supposed to protect us. And they're not protecting us. They coming down here taking drugs, taking guns. They ain't reporting them. They just taking it, and they themselves are criminals, but they're hiding behind this badge. You feel what I'm saying? And in that it's right there, why be stupid and murder this cop when you know you're not gonna get away with it? I have not heard of any cops in the last, I don't know, however long, that have been murdered and their murderer was not apprehended, tried and convicted and sentenced to life or worse. You feel me? It just doesn't happen. So we just supposed to let them keep doing it. Frank Lucas was being extorted by the police, and these police were supposed to protect them and this, that, and third. They didn't do none of that shit. They were just coming and taking his money. You feel what I'm saying? They're thieves. It ain't just hard to get rid of them. You can't just kill them. You feel me? There's no simple solution to it. How do you get rid of them then? You feel me? How do you get rid of them? We got to be mindful. When I say snitching, I'm talking about snitching on the people that are participating in this type of lifestyle with you. If me and you sell drugs and we decide, you know what, I need more money, I'm taking your turf. And you like, you know what, I ain't having that shit. We're going to bang it the fuck out. Well, we two participants in the street. We chose this. It's a choice we made. You know what I'm saying? Now, just because I tried to muscle you, don't mean you can shoot me. Don't mean you can tell on me if I shoot you. We two drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So when you got one drug dealer telling on a drug dealer, one of them people becomes a rat, the one that told. You feel what I'm saying? Saying that I don't believe in snitching and then somebody else automatically assuming that I don't have a moral compass is like totally fucked up to me. You're saying that because I don't think that we should cooperate with the police when it comes to this thing of ours, right? This thing of ours. You feel me? Because the Italians, they're known that if what the cops is talking about ain't got nothing to do with this thing of ours, they gonna cooperate. That's what the Italians do. You've seen how many movies about this shit. You look and do history about real situations where this shit has happened. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not talking about dudes like Nicky Barnes who stood tall in the beginning. And then when he found out that his man was knocking down his bitch, he told on everybody. You feel what I'm saying? That's sucker shit. That's sucker shit. Snitching is snitching. Ain't no good or bad way to do it. I cop, hell yeah, I'm snitching. That ain't part of the code to go above the badge. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all don't sell out your peoples who getting it like you. That should just be known like law. Ain't no doubt. And it don't just got to be your peoples like you. It's the ops. The ops is like you too. Ain't no snitching on the ops. You know what I'm saying? But when the police, who are not from our neighborhood, who are not from our culture, they're aliens. They've exploited everything that the black man has ever had to make money. When it comes to the lottery, when it comes to drugs, all that shit, they exploit it and they take everything from us. A lot of cops were becoming crooked cops. People were becoming cops just because they knew they could do crooked shit to the people who were selling the drugs. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you smoke one of these caps, I guess, you got to go all the way out. That's all the way out. Don't get yourself in that situation. Snitching is snitching is snitching, I guess. You feel what I'm saying? But goddamn, George Floyd was murdered in front of all them goddamn people and nobody did nothing. See, this is where the morality of the situation comes to it. Do you testify? You know what I'm saying? Because what's going on could potentially affect all of us. Every last one. It's not about snitching no more. It is about the protection of you and your people. That's where the gray comes in. These where things get different. You feel what I'm saying? When I say snitching on somebody who died, yeah, that's your only out if you lit this shit. But when it comes to these police, you feel me? And y'all know what it's like. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Ain't no escaping them motherfuckers. It ain't. They can tap your phone. They can throw a flash bomb in your goddamn house and land inside the baby bassinet. Boom! With a no-knock warrant. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you ain't got nothing in there. Half the time they do something to us, they don't go to jail for it. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the thing. They try to use our own rules against us. That's what they do. No snitching. Yeah, we know what that means. But people try to pervert the meaning of no snitching. You know what I'm saying? Because someone believes no snitching, that don't mean they don't have no moral compass. That don't mean that when a small child gets hit inside a shootout or whatever, that their heart don't bleed for that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't feel remorse for that just because they were on the street. These are the assumptions that the media put out. He's a heartless, hardened criminal. that shit could have fucked his mind up crazy, and he's losing it because he did something that he didn't have intentions on doing. You know what I'm saying? They paint these pictures. You ever seen a good looking mugshot for real? Motherfucker look trustworthy in a mugshot. They take mug shots when you've been inside a holding cell for 48 hours trying to sleep on a goddamn hard ass stainless steel slab. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's fucked up that the cops are, you know what I'm saying? The cops even use our rules against us. The cops infiltrate us, you know what I'm saying? And like, come on. Like, it's some things that has to be bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? Something because it's about us. You feel me? So we're gonna move on to the next one. Man. Takeoff said it best. You know what I'm saying? Go on and jump into that next.
I'm never gonna go against the grain. I'm never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just gotta detain.
Cap.
Cap. Now, for everybody that's saying Takeoff did not tell on Young Thug, you goddamn fool. You hear me? Everybody that jumped on that motherfucking wave and went in open court and said YSL is a gang and that Young Thug is the leader of the YSL and that he orchestrated this and orchestrated that in open court on the stand. You are a rat, sir. You have told. That is telling. You were on the stand agreeing to the facts. Then they keep saying, oh, they're not going to use this in court. Oh, yeah, they are, bruh. You hear me? Yeah, they are. You know what I'm saying? And the whole jury pool is going to condemn him off the goddamn, what's the popular opinion? The opinions are going to, the jury of opinion pool. You know what I'm saying? That shit is going to get him slayed. It's going to get him slayed. Gunner's a rat. You know what I'm saying? Heem is here. My man is in the building. All right. So my man Heem is backstage. Before I bring him on, you know what I'm saying? I want to tap into one last clip. This way he can get in tune with us, you know what I'm saying, for this joint right here. Blue Da Vinci explains the difference between cooperating with the government and snitching. You know what I'm saying? This one was a little interesting. And I mean, like, I want to know what y'all think about this joint right here. You feel me?
To cooperate with the government means that when they tell you what these people told on you and they telling you what they charging you with, you can't argue with them. If you argue with them, try to say, no, I didn't do that. He lying. All right, then get your attorney together. We going to trial then. We'll figure this out in court. And when they say you did this and you did that, you say, you lying, then you got to go to trial. Or you sign a plea agreement, which is an agreement agreeing that what they putting in this affidavit, you did. And that's cooperating with the government. When you do not cooperate with the government, you tell them, I didn't do none of this. Take this to trial. I'm going to trial. You're not being cooperative. We said you did this. You said you didn't. You ain't cooperating? All right, we finna try to take you and give your ass 1,000 years then since you don't want to cooperate. Just because they say cooperation, it does not mean telling. In another sense, cooperating does mean cooperating with the police, getting people in trouble and doing 5K1 downward departures and Rule 35 downward departures. And that kind of cooperation to wiggle yourself out of something is different.
Now, what y'all think about that right there? So before we get into it real heavy, I'm snitching on Gutter because I don't what he's saying. Okay, all right. You had a little typo there, Mike. All right, so introducing my man Heem, Teflon Don 215, the creator of the city. My boy, you know what I'm saying? Where you at, bro?
I'm man. Drop my son off, man. Just coming from football practice, man. But I'm here, man.
I ain't mad at you, bro, man. You know how I get, man. Trying to schedule things, man. Let me tell y'all, I was supposed to be in Philadelphia today. We were shooting some scenes and things got canceled. We had to reschedule and all that, man. But when I say dedicated, this brother right here is dedicated, man. Paying for everything out of pocket. Been home 18 months, right to it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this is what rebuilding is, man. So did you see the clip, bro?
Yeah, no, I seen it. I definitely seen it.
So let me get your thoughts on that, man. How you feel about what he said, dude?
My opinion, cooperating with the police, man, you just tell it. I don't care what nobody say, how you put it, man, you tell it.
Any type of cooperation with the police, man, is you telling. You just gotta own it. You gotta own it and accept what you're doing. If you cooperate, if you do something or somebody do something, and then they call you into the room and you say anything besides "get my lawyer" or say some fly shit like "yo, get the fuck out of here" or however you say it, then you working.
Yeah, yeah. So what about
And that's just
Go ahead.
go ahead.
What
No, I
about
was just saying like no, I'm with you, bro. Go ahead. My fault.
No, you go ahead. No, finish, bro. Go
Oh
ahead.
no! I was just saying because like a lot of people now they just condoning these activities. That shit. Like when have it ever been cool to just be running around in the mix of any type of thing and just be a rat and then like people overlook it because of social media, because of money, and because of all these other things, and then you got a whole bunch of good dudes that really stood on what they were supposed to stand on, getting tricked out their spot because now people are just like accepting rats and accepting now it's levels to ratting. There's no levels to ratting. There's no levels to working or cooperating. You told, nigga, you told.
So what do you feel about telling on a dead man? Killer Quest in the building. What's up, bro? If there was a homicide and the person that, was with you, he died, you feel what I'm saying? And you say, hey, that was all him. He did that. You feel me? Is that telling?
I done seen niggas really like talk about that shit beforehand and they agreed to that. You see what I'm saying? Like if me and my man do something and I get smoked, put every homicide on me, bro. Get the fuck out of jail.
Right.
Get out.
Right.
Like this is
So
my man, this is my brother. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, yo, give me everything. But if I'm alive, nigga, you told. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Trying to
And then
send me
and yeah, no, definitely. And then on top of that, like even though it might feel crazy, like I said, I've never been in that situation, but I just know that if I was in that situation and my folks like was in that situation where they could get out of jail, I would want them to do that. And
Absolutely.
if you don't want them to do that, then you the fuck out of pocket.
Yeah, selfish in the mall. Like I don't understand how.
Cause I look at it like that, and I'm just saying all they did, and whoever did that or was in that situation, I feel like they played the system, they tricked the system. Yes,
Absolutely.
give my man a 30 to 60, like in the graveyard, like he down there, give it to him.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Old Angry OG says bingo.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I smoked 10 people, my man got smoked, but we already know niggas, yo, get that to me. My man is going. I just beat 10 bodies on the strip. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And I might gotta go smoke 10 more on the strip of my man that's dead. So he want me out there.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. And so me, in my eyes, I just don't feel like that's snitching, like cooperating. I don't feel like even if I say, you know what, I'm not fighting this case. I can't beat him. I'm gonna take this deal. I don't think that's cooperating. You know what I'm saying?
No, hell no.
Yeah, that's knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them. You know, when the feds, you can't just ain't nobody trying to go, against the United States government if they don't have to, knowing that they can't beat them. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. Listen, man. Listen, I got 3 state numbers, and I ain't never tell on nobody, but I took a few deals. Like,
yeah.
And I bluffed it out a couple times. Like, I'm going to trial. Give me 12. We picking 12. As soon as they was like, okay, let's pick them. Come on, man. What y'all got, man? What y'all got for me? I'm out of here. Like I pump fake and lost. It's over.
Right.
I'm gonna go sit the fuck down, come back home with my name intact, and keep pushing.
Ain't no goddamn doubt, man. Ain't no goddamn doubt, man. And pride is a motherfucker. People say, "Oh, what do you got when you come home?" You know what I'm saying? I guess I got my sense of pride. I guess I got my sense of standing. You know what I'm saying? Standing on your business, because that's like being in a war. You know what I'm saying? You got to let that shit go. It ain't no, once you in the war and that shit going, it ain't no, all right, you know what? Fuck what the president said. Y'all gooks got it. Viet Cong, y'all got it. I ain't fighting y'all no more. Let me go by. I'm done. I quit.
Yeah,
you
it's
win
over.
it. Yeah, you win it. Now to know when to fold, bro, I got 3 state numbers in New York, 2 in PA. Never folded. I know that's right, Quest. Quest is another. Shout out to my man DJ Killer Quest, one of the realest DJs out in Luzerne County, man. Been out here for forever. one of the first DJs that was showing us love out here, man. Real dude, solid. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of the dudes that's been through these camps and been through these spots, they know, you know what I'm saying, like, what's at risk here? You know what I'm saying? Other people, like, don't value or see the value in staying intact and staying sturdy. You know what I'm saying? There's the difference between a man playing and, I mean, a man doing what he do and a boy playing. You know what I'm saying? A boy is going to say, fuck you up. I ain't playing with you. A boy gonna say that, but a man is
All
gonna
day.
fuck you up and not play with you. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
And
for
there's the
real.
difference. You know what I mean? Standing on your business, being about your actions, being who you said you were. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to bring it to this next clip right here. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead.
60 hertz. Hold on, is this one? Oh no, okay. Tekashi 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying? Gangs expose himself, they don't jack rats. You hear me? That one right there, Shane. Cause this one blew my mind. And this is a lot of this shit going on. And I think it's a big problem and a big part of, you know, the culture being appropriated and, you know, things going one way and motherfuckers playing both sides of the fence. So let me get that joint right there, bro. Hold up. Here it come. It's coming. Oh, we having another technical difficulty. All right, well, anyway, until the clip comes, you know what I'm saying? So in this clip, the one where the boys say they jacking Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? They jacking Tekashi 6ix9ine when he was in
So
there
what they
with Wack
mean by
100.
that?
Basically, that, you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine is a rat, but he they rat. That's they man. You feel what I'm saying? He put them on, and you know he got the bag, and he changed their situation. And they all the way street niggas. They is in the trenches, in the mix, doing
No,
what
they
you know.
not. No, they not. No, they not. They're done.
They're
No, they're
done.
not. You're done. You're
You know what I'm
done.
saying?
There's no way that you could be in the streets or in the mix and then just openly out your mouth say like, yo, this is my man, he told. I'm
Right.
rocking with my man.
I just don't get it. Is you ready yet, bro? Is that John? It's like the last two. The last two I sent. Yeah, I just don't understand how, you know, a lot of dudes, man, they flock to who got the bag. You feel me? If you got the bag, it's like nowadays, then it's cool for you to be a rat because you got the bag and, you know, you doing this and you doing that and niggas want to be around and they trying to benefit from, you know, whatever it was you got going on or had going on. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think it's nothing sturdy about that, hanging around a nigga because he got some money and he got access to this or that. And you know this boy got somebody 10 to 20 or better, will somebody out on a situation. I can't fuck with no niggas like that, man. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Boom. But like, I ain't gonna front, bro. I know this nigga before any of the gang shit and all that, you heard?
Got you.
Gangster, I ain't never look at him as a gangster saying that he ain't grew up how I grew up. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
I never looked at him in that light, period.
Yeah.
So whenever he got what got going on, he was doing him, whatever, you feel me? I knew it was really what's up. Like, I know my bro. Like, I know what's up, bro. That's my boy. You feel me? Look, the crazy shit, though, is that niggas be pussy. A lot of people pussy in this world, bro. Like, if you stand on what you stand on, you stand on what you stand on. So at the end of the day, if you don't jack rats, don't jack no rat. Why the fuck I can't jack a rat for a bag? Or that, like, you feel me? I got shit. Nigga, we in, like, nigga, we, yo, you feel me? And then another thing, too, is that, like, bro, niggas, bro, I'm not even gonna, I'm not gonna speak too much. Video shoot, niggas don't jack, yo, and let me tell y'all something, we don't jack rats at all, nigga. This the first rat that we jacking, you heard? Gangster. No funny shit? Word of my mother, though?
Yeah, but what you mean by that?
Let me tell you something.
Hold on, because they gonna eat us up.
All right,
You said we don't jack rats at all, but this is the first rat that we jacking, so we, what are you saying?
No, because that's what niggas is jacking. They saying that he's a rat, bro.
No, but it came out of your mouth, though.
All right. Basically, niggas is saying that he's.
We know what they say.
All right. I said what I say. I told y'all how I feel.
Let me how do you feel? How do you feel?
No, I spoke already on how I felt, bro. Nobody make a comment.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yo, whoever live in my hood, whoever live in my hood, whoever live in my hood, and niggas.
What time was it?
Yo, whoever.
What time
What
was
the
y'all
fuck is
over
going
there?
on? Yo,
Now hold on. I want to clear this up.
Whoever live in my whoever live in my hood, nah, chill, bro. Let me, bro. I'm not. Yo.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't do interviews, bro. I don't do this.
But let me ask you a question. I know, but let me clear this up. Wait, let me clear this up.
Go, bro. Yo, and let me tell y'all something. We don't jack rats at all, nigga. This the first rat that we jacking, you heard? Gangster. No funny shit. Look, the crazy shit though is that niggas be pussy. A lot of people pussy in this world, bro. Like, if you stand on what you stand on, you stand on what you stand on. So at the end of the day, if you don't jack rats, don't jack no rats. Yo, and let me tell you,
that shit is mind blowing. That shit is mind blowing. You know what I mean?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
It's scary as shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm terrified.
And dudes like Whack 100, academics and all that. Like, academic ain't got a street bone in his fucking body. You feel what I'm saying? Yet still, somehow, some way, he's like the go-to for, you know, what's in popular underground culture music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand that. You feel me? Like, for him to jump out the way he jump out, not saying academics is a rat, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, y'all, you know, are part of this. Like, it's nothing that 6ix9ine, after he came home from jail, nothing you got to say, bro, that we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You remember that they was trying to give that bull, he had like he had a crazy deal on the table for when he came home. Yeah, man. T.Y., that was crazy. Yo, what the hell? That was crazy as fuck, boy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that, man. Like,
yeah, like I never heard no shit like that in my life. And like, but the crazy part is though, it's a million motherfuckers that feel like that bull right there, man. And that's crazy. And it's crazy because motherfuckers allow this though. Motherfuckers is allowing this, and motherfuckers is not speaking on it. One thing I'm gonna say, right, and it might sound crazy. One of the things in jail that needs to be out here is the way that shit is just like clean and cut. Ain't no in between. Like, if you soft or you a bitch, a nigga gonna tell you, and he's not playing with his words. It ain't no guns in there. A nigga going like, yo, you's a bitch. Like, nigga, why you acting like that? And that's that. And niggas is gonna jump in the lane that they belong in. Out here, motherfuckers is living this facade. Motherfuckers is living off these fucking comments and these likes. And motherfuckers is like so far from removed from like actual reality that is fucking sad. And niggas to be like, yo, man, like I'm this, I'm that, man. Like man, I move, I'm out here, nigga. Like, you know how I am, I'm a real nigga. All that shit is like, now you got like, where do you consider a real nigga? And the motherfuckers around you, what are y'all considering to be real niggas? Is motherfuckers is using these terminologies as just captions.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is taking everything as a caption. It's a thorough ass caption or a thorough ass bar from a song, but they never been in these positions to like say that these people's is they self-stamping themselves.
Right. It's like telling
and
that
motherfuckers is running with it.
That's like telling a motherfucker, like, you know, I'm thorough. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't just say you thorough. You gotta be.
You can't give
thorough.
yourself thorough. Like, how did you get there? Who gave you that? That's like me going around. My name been Haynes for fucking 40 years. Now I tell you, yo, just call me J Murder too. Like, what?
Yeah,
this when you become
from?
that.
Yeah, right. And this the sad part is the reality of it, man. Like, we all know Sex and Controversy is like, you know, the number 2 sellers. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sex and Controversy just sends the numbers for anything up. But the controversy here is these dudes are trying to water it down, and they try to say, well, all these rappers, most of the 80% of these rappers is rats or they. And I just don't agree with that. Like, you can't just say 80% of these boys is rats because we know of these dudes who are. You know how many dudes is out here running around trying to get a music career off the ground, and they're being legit themselves. Meanwhile, you got a motherfucker like 6ix9ine pump faking on goddamn 4th and inches at the goal line and he pump faking. No, he not
Pump
cut
faking.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he in the way. He's giving all this facade. These people want to say, oh, that's the guy. This the bull. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you have to be this real guy like King Von. He has some bodies we all knew about. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be King Von and commit no heinous acts for motherfuckers to take you serious in your career. However, you know, when you dealing with something, you want this shit to be as authentic as possible. You don't want to have a situation going on where a motherfucker tell you he's a brain surgeon and then you find out he's a motherfucking mechanic. That's, you know what I'm saying? And that's where it goes right there. Like, you not in the lane that shit supposed to be in, and you're fucking the game up. And now that you've been put out there and shamed for getting caught out there, because there is shame in that. That's like, it's an embarrassment. That's like a motherfucker picking up a gun, a big ass rifle. He said, yeah, I used to handle these all the time back in the day. He let that bitch off and break his collarbone. You know what I'm saying? You was posing.
Yeah.
You had no business doing that. And that's the main important things. Like, a lot of people who are in the streets who shouldn't be in there, they're not being removed. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? And it's the only answer for a lot of these dudes. So some people that's not cut like that, they look at what's going on in the streets and the accolades and the money that other dudes is making, and they feel like, well, I gotta be this guy. I gotta find out how I can emulate that so I can get some of this success in an ample amount of time where I don't get caught out there slipping. You know what I'm saying? Or a motherfucker doesn't show the world who I really am. You feel me? And you got to look at it like this. I'm gonna let you get one of like, that's like you got a priest. Good guy. We would hold him to a certain standard. You know what I'm saying? And you find out that this priest is sticking his finger up this little boy ass to the third knuckle. You're shocked and appalled when you find out that he's not the man that he said he was. So why is it just brushed under the rug when we find out that these dudes we've been looking up to growing up, or these dudes who say they this and say they that and making all this money off of saying they that? Why is it that we can't be shocked and appalled when we find out that they ain't the niggas who they said they was? You feel me?
No, real shit. Real shit. And that's what it is. And that's what it come, because you got motherfuckers like the motherfuckers that's around them, they co-sign that behavior. They cool with it.
Yeah.
Like man, man, and I had a friend, man, and this was and I'm saying it, I had a friend, but this was my friend when I was locked up. We grew a genuine friendship. I'm talking about any type of situation, like I was ready to get in. He was like, no, fuck that. I'm moving. Like, no, go home. Nigga, I got a quarter to do. Go home. Go home. This was my man. I love this boy to death. This was my man. They sent us out Michigan. This when they had PA and Michigan had that little shit. I go out Michigan. 1 week, I got 25 letters on the boomerang tip from the jails. Yo, you know such and such a rat? I said, man, get the fuck out of here. He ain't, man, what? This nigga was rat check. Like, you coming there, you told? Like, he take your paperwork, smack you in your head with it and all that shit. He 2 knives going to the chow hall, and like, this was my man. I did not want to go back to the jail. I never said nothing to this boy again, man. And his excuse was, damn, man, I was young when I told. I was 17. Man, when you 17 and you living that life, man, you're grown.
Yeah, shit. Some of us was grown at 12, 13 years old. You knew better.
And that's what I'm saying. You know better. You know what you doing. And for some motherfuckers was like, yo, man, no, man, that was a while ago, because they knew he was stabbing them in their fucking face in an instant. So therefore, it's like motherfuckers is like speaking on it in corners. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't standing on their principles and morals, because it's like motherfuckers, the backbone of motherfuckers out here is sad, man. Is no backbone. Like if one nigga told and 50 niggas be like, yeah, that nigga a rat. Everybody know that nigga a rat. Like, fuck that nigga. But if 35 of them niggas like, yo, man, no, that shit ain't about nothing, the other 15 is gonna follow suit, and that's trifling and sad to me, man.
Yeah,
they won't stand the fuck up. That nigga told, get him the fuck away from me.
You know what's crazy? I was up 100 in 2000. I got 100 in 2009, man, and I bumped into, you know, folks that's, you know, because of his cousin is my man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about his homie. This his homie. He introduced me to him. He found out his man a rat. And I'm talking about bombing, letting him have it in the main yard. You rat ass nigga this, you rat ass nigga that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's crazy. Come find out he told on my man, his own cousin.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't find out till I came home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not looking back for that. I ain't got no kites, no checks, no none of that for you, bro.
Yeah,
You're done.
I want to say that. Listen, man, you told you would not get nothing from me in jail. Like, I wish the fuck I would.
Yeah.
Your name ain't even going in my JPay system.
Not the fuck at all. And a lot of people like, oh, that's petty or it's childish for the way you thinking it. And no, it's not that. Like I said, it goes back to decisions, choices. We make decisions and choices, whether you're back against the wall or whether you like, you know what, I want to see what this shit is about. You make a choice to get out here because you don't have to be in the streets. I was just telling these kids on Tuesday, you don't have to be out here. You don't have to make that choice. There are other ways. It might take longer, might have to put more work in. You feel what I'm saying? But there are other ways to get it. So when you make this choice to be out here to benefit from the corners that's being cut from selling drugs or, you know, whatever, to solve your issue with a gun or a knife, or however you did it, when you make that choice, you out here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're out here. And I just want to clear it up. Like, I don't think that, you know, me personally, I don't think a pedophile or, you know, no vicious rapist should be protected by the same moral compass and code that protects me, because this shit is but nobody's in the street just to be killing. You know what I'm saying? This shit is a game. It's a way of life, because this is how we making our money, supporting our families. When those just factors are on the table, if I don't do this, my kids don't eat. If I don't bust this move, they're gonna shut our lights off. These are the situations that, you know, are my back is against the wall on that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what you getting into before you get in the game. So you like, damn, well, if I do this, I could go to jail. A nigga could tell on me. You know what you looking at. You feel what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
know it. You know.
Yeah.
Every time you walk out that house or wherever you come from and you make one of those decisions, you know the consequences of your actions. Like, I knew my consequences.
Right.
So therefore, when you know your consequences, now when you know the consequences, now you're weighing your consequences against the rewards of the decision that you about to make.
Right.
I'm about to go get this 2,500, and if I get booked, I know I'm gonna need a lawyer. Or if I get away with it, I can get this 25 real quick, but I can get booked. Now your freedom is worth that quarter at the time, depending on what you need the 2,500 for.
Right.
So therefore, when you make that decision, your next decision in there, and you do get jammed up, and they offer you like, yo, I will let you go right now if you tell on such and such. You're making that conscious decision now to throw everything that you worked your whole life for, as far as your name, morals, character, and principles stand for. And once you make that decision to throw all that away, like fuck all that, who am I to say like, no, like that shit ain't about no, it's about nothing. You said fuck it, so I'm saying fuck it. You see what I'm saying? You said fuck it already. So so who am I to give a fuck about anything that you got to do or got going on when you already said I don't give a fuck about none of that? That was your choice and decision. You don't give a fuck about no name and no morals. You don't care.
If you ever been behind a wall, you feel strongly about people ratting and send people to jail. Ain't no goddamn doubt about it, OG. Listen,
Definitely for sure.
Can you be in survival mode and still make moral decisions, or does your circumstances validate bad decisions? That is Monica. Why should I do shit? I have to knew that. I should have knew that this was from Monica.
That's a good one.
Yeah, put
I
that.
like
Hey,
that
bro,
one.
put that one back up there.
Yeah,
Can
bring
you
that, put that
be
up there.
in survival mode and still make moral decisions, or does your circumstances validate bad decisions? Well, it's a double-edged sword, because you might need money tomorrow. You might need money now for a loved one's medicine or whatever the case might be. This is real things. And you say, you know what? I don't have no drugs. I'm a stick-up boy by nature. Nobody gonna give me no drugs. People be playing me far from a distance because they know what I get into. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna rob me some old ladies. That's horrible. You feel what I'm saying? That's horrible. You out here robbing these old ladies. That's not nothing I would do. You feel what I'm saying? But these are the things that go through people's mind before they commit crimes. You feel what I'm saying? These are the things that go through their mind. You feel what I'm saying? There's always something going on. And I want to tell y'all this, man. Every nigga I know that ratted, they all had a good reason. They all had a reason on why they told, but that doesn't stop them from being a rat. You know what I'm saying? I know a nigga that told so his baby mom won't go to jail and have the baby in jail. So he told, and that got her off the hook. But you know what I'm saying? That was noble. You did the right thing for the kids, but you did the wrong thing for the street. And ultimately, it's your fault because, nigga, you knew that having drugs in your house, they could kick your front door to the back door and be all in your shit. You feel what I'm saying? But people, yeah, I mean, and Shorty knew what you was out here doing, and she ain't get away from you. So before we go on any further, I want to get into this last clip right here. You know what I'm saying? We all know what just happened to this clown ass nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine at LA Fitness. You know what I'm saying? Kills me more is why the nigga had on a bubble coat in LA with goddamn. I don't know if he had his pants off, they beat him out his pants, or he just had on some tight ass hoochie daddies. I don't know what the fuck was going on. But play the clip, bro. Let's get into it.
Fuck, nigga, that's how they supposed to treat you. Bitch ass. Mickey Mouse ass, clown ass nigga.
Go ahead.
Take a picture.
Go ahead.
Take a picture. I want to be famous now, nigga. I want to be famous. Fuck, nigga.
Yo, nigga, Jump 6ix9ine, bro.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro.
I know, but y'all niggas.
I know, I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying.
Boy, don't pay.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, nigga, Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. Yo, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro.
I know, but y'all niggas jumpy, nigga.
I know, I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying.
Boy, don't pay.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I laugh every time I see that, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Now, I originally seen this on Say Cheese, and I got into the comments, man, and there was a lot of comments I seen throughout what I was reading, and some of them Jones was like, well, George Zimmerman is still alive. Nobody did anything to George Zimmerman, da 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 da. And it's like, what the fuck does that have to do with the circumstances at hand? None of that shit has nothing to do with what we talk about. Do I feel like somebody should do something to George Zimmerman if you can get away with it? You know what I mean? Fuck him. I don't care about George Zimmerman. That boy didn't do nothing good for the black community. That boy let us know that the only thing he did good actually for the black community is to put us on aware. But be aware that, yo, you ain't got to have nothing illegal to get your head knocked off by these people. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only thing George Zimmerman did. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even a cop. You know what I'm saying? Just he exposed it. He was the beginning layer of the exposure of what happens to African Americans, how they view us, how they treat us, in the criminal justice system, in our neighborhoods, all that. That's what happened with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's something completely motherfucking different. On top of that, we haven't heard a word from George Zimmerman since he beat that case. Meanwhile, you got this bitch ass nigga after he done told on a bunch of niggas and got them all types of time. You out here, yeah, I ain't got no bodyguards. I'm out here dissing the dead, dissing Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Dissing all these boys that died, getting into it with this guy, getting into it with me, running around and taunting and basically challenging people to do something. You know what I'm saying? After doing a despicable act, because the music that he's profiting off of, he's basically saying and encouraging the attitude that I'm promoting right now. You know what I'm saying? Jumping like he's really with this lifestyle of, La Costa Nostra, don't tell on this thing of ours. You feel me? So yeah, I'm glad they whooped his ass.
Yeah, no, he needed that because what he was doing was, and the crazy part about it, what he was doing was he was promoting telling. And he was showing that, like, if you tell, nothing don't happen. And that was going to push a bunch of motherfuckers to start telling. And now motherfuckers see, like, if you tell, something possibly will happen.
Right. And I feel like they were just trying to push the narrative, all the money that's behind him. Because Shane said he got 10 million. He had 10 million on the table. 10 million. You a whole fucking rat. Bobby Shmurda ain't got nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Bobby done came out. Yeah, I mean, in the closet, I don't know how true that is about Bobby Shmurda being gay or he with the tranny boy. That's a whole nother issue. You hear me? However, Rowdy Rebel and not Rowdy Rebel, Rowdy Rebel, right? Yeah. And Bobby Shmurda, you know, I look at what they did, what Bobby did as super stand up. Take the crime aspect out of it. He remained a friend, a brother. You know what I'm saying? You want for your brother what you want for yourself. Yeah, man. And he stood on that because a lot of motherfuckers, like we was talking about that on Tuesday, they will say they're your friends. They say they love you, say they be at your funeral. Oh, I wish it was me. And they make all these proclamations and take me with you. You know what I'm saying? And now when, you know, it's here right now. You know what I'm saying? The opportunity for you to, you know what I mean? It should have been me. Right here, right now. We could do it right now if you want to make the exchange. And he stood on that. That's integrity. That is integrity. You know what I'm saying? That boy, that's his man. You know what I'm saying? That's his fucking homie. Yeah, I bet he did wish he had security today. They you know what though, for real, they ain't even fuck him up like that. They roughed him up, put the blood of Jesus in his mouth with cherry water iced him. You know what I'm saying? But that they ain't fuck him up. I done seen shit get crashed. They ain't crash bull. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm
So
saying. I done seen motherfuckers really like that too, like really get treated for telling. Like they should be, man. He wasn't supposed to be walking out of that joint.
ain't no goddamn doubt. So him going
So
to
they
the
was pump
hospital.
faking, but they did something. But they was pump faking.
Yeah, they was pumped because them niggas was too big. They was too big for him to be able, you know what I'm saying? Like when you in jail and a nigga that size, a motherfucker that small, man, that
Niggas be
ass will,
sleep.
whoo, shit. You hear that? Listen, you hear it. When that goddamn helicopter medevac joint come, the whole jail here. You be in your cell thinking your
Yeah.
TV fucking up. No, that motherfucker medevac copter about to land and get a nigga the fuck up out of here because he about to die if they don't. You feel what I'm saying? So they pump faked and all that. And I ain't saying like I'm not promoting violence here on According to Jim on the biggest exclusive network. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just saying there is a temperature and environment and a culture and a population of people who just ain't with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That stand on their business. Now I'm not in the streets anymore, but there are some things upon retirement that I've taken with me. Like the president retires, Secret Service goes with them. Well, when I retire, you don't got to worry about me telling on you just because I'm not active in the street. I don't think it's cool for me to get on the stand and be like, yeah, it was them. I know because I know them niggas. I be with them. I used to be with them. I know, but I don't do all that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just something you got to take with you. You were there in the game and you take that with you. Why? Because of the work I've put in, because of the sturdy shit I do. When I walk down the street and the wolves is out and they looking to do something, because I did what I did and I made it out the game with my integrity and stayed solid, when they see me, they should know that's OG Jim. You know what I'm saying? He paved the way around this joint for us to hustle on the corner we on right now. You know what I'm saying? I did. You know what I'm saying? That might be a bad thing, might be a good thing. However, I did what I did and nobody had to get hurt behind it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had to go down with me. When I caught my cases, I got 2 state numbers. When I caught them Jones, I was one man, one armed man, and that was it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like dudes like us, we can't respect it, man. There's an element, yeah, like you, all those people out there. Go ahead.
It's no way in the world that you could like go through what you went through and like your morals and your principles is never going to change. And like just a little bit, I know like the question had passed, but when the girl earlier had asked about can your morals still be intact if you in survival mode? And I think it can be because it's who you are. You see what I'm saying? If I know that I'm out here and I'm pushing and I'm going to war with murderers and killers and my back against the wall, and then I see motherfucking 2 elderly black ladies walking down the street, it doesn't cross my mind to knock them upside their motherfucking head and take what they got because I'm in survival mode. My survival mode kicks in. Oh, all them hustle right there. I'm spinning the block, mask on, 2 guns, and I'm going like for what I know that way. If that was how I am, because my principles and morals, it still showed me, they damn, that could be my mom or my grandma. Protect them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That was our morals and our principles. Our survival mode and shit kick in within the lane that we're in. They're not in
Exactly.
that lane. I will sit back and wait till they walk away and get past, and now I'm popping up from under where I'm popping up from and doing what I do because they're in my lane. I'm in this lane. They know what come with this. I know what come with this. Either way. So I like just to answer what she was saying. Like your morals and your principles gonna stick with you no matter what you do in life. Now, once you throw them away, you don't give a fuck no more about them. You just throw them away.
When we stop talking about glorified way about street tactic, it needs to be stopped. It's not conducive to anyone, especially to our men. It's not about glorifying it. It's not about glorifying it, Monica. So I'm gonna put you on this, Monica. It's not about glorifying it. I didn't, like I said, Tuesday we were just at
Yeah.
a program for young children who have court cases and either are facing trial or they've been court stipulated to be in this program until its completion. And the whole thing about it is when I went in there, I didn't glorify what I did. I informed them of the path that awaits them if they keep going this way. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about glorifying it. You feel what I'm saying? But however, amongst us, the people who live that lane, when we talk about it amongst us, we're not the same when every day I got up and I was out from sun up to sundown trapping. When it's cold, when it's hot, I was out there getting it. I made sure nobody took nothing from me and I ain't bothering nobody. I'm not out here knocking old ladies out and taking their money because that's the easy way out. That's the coward's way out. I picked a way that was going to make me get to where I need and I didn't have to hurt nobody. Once again, it's about your morals. Like you're saying, I do have a moral compass. You feel what I'm saying? And there's a difference between standing on a corner and selling crack to somebody who was buying crack before I was born than the breaking in your motherfucking house while you at work working hard trying to get yours. That's the moral compass. Because I could say, I know Monica got a good job. Yeah, she leave every day by 9:15. She out the house. I'm in there taking Monica TV, taking her jewelry and all that shit. That's unscrupulous, Monica. That's the difference. Everybody in these lanes aren't bad dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
people get pushed into this shit just because of the way the neighborhood that they are in is made. You feel what I'm saying? And every failure isn't because of the niggas in the street, because the niggas in the street ended up there because of certain circumstances, i.e. the failure of their parents, i.e. the failure of their school system, the failure of the community leaders around them. And if a nigga step up an old lady in the community, the whole community should be out there to get his ass, period. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree.
Here she goes with the bullshit again. This is a conversation. Yeah.
No,
Can you see
no,
this?
and like I see what she's saying. Can you see the perspective that the story is still leading to something? All right, so basically, like when you say that, it's not glorifying, but one thing this stuff did, and we lived this life. What it did was it helped shape us in to a certain way to think, and then now when you take that stuff that you learned from there and you change your ways now. Just like you said, we was up there Tuesday talking to kids. I never in my life thought that I'd be up there talking to youth, trying to tell them, yo, go this way, do this, or do something different. I didn't give a fuck about nothing like that. But what helped me like get to that point in life was me seeing what I went through, learning what I went through, and understanding later on in life that the people that I looked up to and glorified, it was a facade back then, and I was young and I was in their shoes. You see what I'm saying? So like we be passionate about this shit because we know what it was. And anybody that's in the streets, that's really in the streets, they'll tell you, man, if they don't tell you, man, I hate this shit. I hate looking over my shoulder. I hate having to be out here in the streets. Then they not really in the streets.
Right.
Anybody that got to come out here every day, 24/7, and you got to watch out for the cops 24 hours a day. You can't be with your family out that day. You never know when you're gonna make it back in the house safely. If they say, yo, this the shit right here, I'm out here like, yo, it's lit outside. The streets is the shit. They not really in the streets. They don't really have to be in the streets.
Yeah, they got the game fucked up. And you know what, OG said, don't explain it to people who didn't live it. And you know what? I feel like I hear where you're going with that, big bro. But I feel like we need to explain it to the people who don't live
Yeah.
it. Because if the people who are living it doesn't explain it, then that only leaves CNN and Fox and all these other channels that show these shows like Snowfall and BMF and goddamn Power. That shit's not real. You feel what I'm saying? That shit's not real. When you watch, matter of fact, here we go. When you watch The City, Watch the city.
Yeah.
Watch the show. When you watch the city, because this stuff is based off things that he knows, things that we've seen. There's one scene, and actually the scene I've in, I know people who have been in the position. I'm not going to say too much. I want y'all to see the episode and tune in. But I want y'all to know that I've seen this particular crime, and I wasn't there when he wrote that. You feel what I'm saying? He's been home 18 months. I've been home 5 years, and we were at different jails. So what does that tell you? I'm from West Philly. He's from South Philly. What does that tell you? I appreciate you loving the
No, thank you
positive
so
work.
much. Definitely appreciate. Definitely.
Old ladies, kids, and women are off limits growing up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Sabrine. I appreciate you sharing. So the knowledge you gain, you're supposed to keep quiet because it might stimulate somebody. Yeah, I don't know where she was going with that. I look at it like this: if you don't know this history, you are doomed to repeat it. I'd rather my kids or the kids in the community hear it from a lived experience, because we know the power structure that creates the books that we tell it that won't tell it right. Absolutely. You feel what I'm saying? And as men, what are the other ways that dopamine hit other than street tactics? What does that dopamine levels have to do with anything? You want to know how dope drugs raise your dopamine levels. Sex raise your dopamine levels. But I have no idea what the phrasing of that question. Monica, you be digging, and I understand what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But the line of questioning is, it's counterproductive, because if me and he could say, you know what, we had enough of the drugs, enough of the gun violence, Sim Salabim is over with, then it would be fucking over with. You know what I'm saying? But if the real life stories, like glorifying rap, you might listen to a rap song and you hear a rapper saying this and he's saying that, and it might sound like he's glorifying, but listen, take a second to listen. Stop just listening to the hook. Really listening to what he's talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Like with Beanie Siegel, when he did chapters of the same book, just a different page. Niggas in the struggle wall out to get paid. That wasn't to glorify this shit. It was a warning. It was because nobody, I don't care who you are, the objective of the streets is not to just be in the struggling. Nobody's signing up for that. You were struggling when you got in. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you're in, because you're struggling. Once you get past that phase of struggling, the average nigga, you'll see him. He always in the mall. He got a certain amount of money. He's never got more than this and never got less than this. He's maintaining there because that's where his peace is. That's the peace he found. You know what I'm saying? If him selling drugs means that his food in the refrigerator now, even if he buying stamps off somebody else, it's food in there now. I can eat. You feel what I'm saying? And if he can work less and eat more, then that's what he's gonna start doing. A lot of dudes don't have dreams of getting in the game and becoming Pablo Escobar. You feel what I'm saying? Real rap. That's just something that could come. Some of us get in there and be like, man, look, I gotta pay the rent this month. You know what I'm saying, man? Look, they're gonna take my car. Man, look, my uncle owes some money because my uncle a crackhead, and if they don't pay, they gonna push my uncle's shit back. Let me go get the money. Something, you know what I'm saying? There's always, you know what I'm saying, but as far as like glorifying it and all that, you know what I'm saying, you could say she way off beat, ignore the dumb shit. Listen, you can say that the music is stimulating it, but don't you watch TV? The TVs, and I'm not gonna say the popular shows that we watch, but let's just talk about shows like Law and Order and all that shit right there. Law and Order, they're not glorifying it, but when they tell it, they dumb us down. They make us look like thugs who don't know any better, have no education and all that. When really, it's not easy peasy lemon squeezy to get up and sell drugs. That shit is not how it goes. You feel me? I'm from the suburbs, so what I do, I know. Yeah, okay, say that there. You feel what I'm saying?
So no, so she's saying like instead of telling them like what not to do, what can we tell them to do? And like I said, when we went up there, like we started off here, I told them what I did. I've been in jail for a lot of years, a lot of times. But then I told them when I sat in jail, and once I learned that the shit that I was chasing, I figured once I learned that chase was a dead end race, I sat down, I took the time out, I wrote a book. I came home and self-published the book. I wrote a 9-episode series titled The City. I came home and started pushing that by myself. You see what I'm saying? I got 4 other scripts already written out, ready to go. I came up with a business plan and I explained that to them also. I told them, the first thing I told them, I didn't go to school for writing books. I didn't go to school for writing movies and scripts. I did that. That we can self-motivate and self-teach ourselves. It ain't always about, yeah, he on the corner, he getting money. He on the corner getting money, but he can't read. He won't make it far. That's what we was giving them. So you gotta give them, like, because all they know right now is what they see. So you gotta start from there. You can't just start at, yo, do this, do this, do this. You gotta let them know, like, I know what you going through. I seen what you going through. I chase what you chase. I lost that chase. I'm still suffering from me chasing that right now. 15 years later. I'm still pissing in the cup 15 years later from a mistake from 2007.
Right.
That I can't get away from unless I die or get them all the time that they want.
Yeah.
So I'm letting them know that. And I'm also letting them know what I did and the steps that I took to change that. And once you give them that, both sides, then it opens up doors and open. Now they saying, yo, I make clothes.
Right.
All right, well, good. I want to put some of your clothes in the show. Oh, I do music. They start opening up more because now they can relate. They don't just see us coming in as the old heads like, yeah, y'all young boys need to get it the fuck together. Y'all don't know shit. No, you can't approach them like that.
Absolutely.
You can't do it like that.
Now, before we get up out of here, man, because I was trying to give out some of the information. I be having so much going on. Let everybody know how they can subscribe to the channel, how they can tune into the show, man, and what you got going on, a little more about you before we get up out of here.
Thank you so much, Monica. So basically, you can tune into the series. It's on All or Nothing Entertainment Media. It's under the City playlist. Like we also got a podcast. It's called the Roundtable Hoodcast. They all got their separate playlists. So anyway, like I said, you could tune in. Like we filming episode 4 now. We got the first 3 episodes is out. All of them over 10,000 views. We just got nominated with 3 episodes for the Philly Urban Film Awards. Like, you see what I'm saying? We only got 3 episodes out. So like I said, we pushing, man. Like I said, we doing all that. Like, man, listen, man, all you gotta do is reach out for a cameo, man. Like, I'm right here.
That's another cop. That's another cop right there. Big,
you know what I'm saying? Just reach out. Like, yeah, that's all you gotta do is reach out. Like I said, I be wanting everybody. And like I said, nobody in this joint, I ain't go to no film schools for nobody. I reached out to our neighborhoods, our streets, our kids to get this opportunity to act. And like some of them, like one of them, like I said, I always go back to this story because this joint mean the most to me. Like one, like he be running, like he in the streets, he a kid, but but he told me, said, man, my basketball, man, my coach said, man, somebody seen the show, man, they want me to take acting classes. So if that could reach his life and save his life, because they all dying under the age of 21, I feel like I won already. It's nothing else. Like I won. You see what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like I said, they all out there. Episode 4, like we got a couple scenes left. We'll be done that soon. And like I said, we pushing, man. We just gonna keep pushing. And like we just gotta like stick together, man. We can win. We can take the ball back from the people who don't deserve the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't.
Let them know where they can follow you at on Instagram and Facebook.
I'm on Instagram, Teflon Don _215. Facebook, it's just Raheem Fisher. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, like tune in, man. Like I appreciate y'all like for having me up here, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, anytime, man. Like I'm here, man.
Yo, AOG, why you had to call him all types of thirsty and all that? He trying to get his act on, ready for his close-up, Mr. DeVille. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate you coming on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we back next week right here, 7 o'clock to 8:30 on According to Jim, only on the big exclusive network. And listen, pay attention, man, because we definitely got some things coming. Me and him, we cooking. You know what I'm saying? So the big exclusive family, tap in, y'all, because we about to make some waves. The summer coming, it's getting hot. We got a lot of positive things going on between what me and him got going on with these kids and Cindy Trotter, between what Shannon got going on down 34th Street at the Mr. Wright Center right there. And, it's time to give back and step up, man. And we'll see y'all next week. I'm out of here. You tell me?
I be on go, yeah. Just give me a reason.
I told y'all, new year, new show, same energy according to Jim, every Thursday night on the big exclusive network, 7 to 8:30. Tap in with me on the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel, big exclusive network. Y'all know what it is. Real people talking about real things. So if you a real one, get with me.
Oh, yeah. You already know.